My teacher gives me special grades for our secret relationship. When I was 12, Mom gave me the talk about avoiding the kind of older guys who chase young girls. Don't trust them, Beth, especially if they say you're mature for your age, she said, along with a lot of other things. She meant well, but she talked like she thought any grown man who took any kind of interest in me had to be a creep. That's part of why I have to keep my relationship with Mr. Walker a secret. Mr. Walker is my 10th grade English teacher. He's popular and friendly, and he cares about his students. He's also very honest and generous. When someone is making a repeated mistake, he tells them. When one of us needs someone to talk to, he listens. I needed that last one badly last semester. My parents were divorcing, and I had no one to talk to. So that's how it started, with talking. First, after school in his office, and then when renovation started in the administrative wing at his house. A month into our first semester together, I was spending at least an hour over at his house after school every day. I knew that if anyone found out, they would freak. Mr. Walker would end up in trouble just because nobody would even try to understand. So we met secretly. I told my mother I was at a friend's house or the library. She wasn't paying much attention anyway, so she never checked up on me. She still has no idea. My time at Mr. Walker's place wears me out. It makes it hard for me to keep my grades up in his class, which is first thing in the morning. When he found out, he started rounding up my grades by a decent amount. It's a little bit shady, but it really helps, and I'm not about to complain. The real problem came when my best friend Carrie, who lives down the street from me, noticed Mr. Walker dropping me off regularly hours after class had ended. Carrie got worried right away. Luckily, she confronted me before telling anyone else. I immediately told her it wasn't what she thought. She told me to prove it. That meant invading Mr. Walker's privacy, so I called and asked what I should do. Though he had asked me to be discreet since all this started, he surprised me by telling me to come clean with my friend, but asked her to please not spread the situation around. Carrie soon understood why, and it wasn't what she had thought. We live in a small, super conservative town where gossip is fierce. Mr. Walker already gets trouble for being a male teacher and for being a divorced single dad. If they knew about his daughter's bad autism, people around here wouldn't spare either of them. But Mr. Walker needs a lot of help with her, and that's where I come in. For some reason, Mai will talk to me. Just me and her dad, ever. She likes having me around, and she responds more when I am. We found out by accident while her dad was counseling me about my parents' divorce. Since then, I've given him as much after-school help with her as I can manage, and I've kept my mouth shut. She's excitable and has a lot of meltdowns, which wears me out. Carrie's glad she was wrong. I'm glad she talked to me. My relationship with Mr. Walker may be unusual, but Mai is doing better. And that's what matters most.